Welcome. This is Barry Jones from Angelic Wisdom, and we're here for our monthly Angelscope for the sign of Cancer for the month of September 2022. Okay, sorry about that. It seemed to need a lot of water all of a sudden. So, I'd like to begin by welcoming everyone back to this monthly series, and to also welcome anyone who's new to our Angelic Wisdom community. If you're new to this channel, first of all, I'd like to invite you to subscribe, to select the all notification bell, like, dislike, and leave comments. Also, to participate in the comment section, because I call in the collective I am presence of everyone, and that's what I channel. And along with your angels and ascension team. But in particular, what the messages, I fulfill that collective agreement by speaking to you here. However, your comments are a further completion of that. And you never know how your words will impact another. So please feel free to share your comments and your interesting points of view. Also, if you're looking for an angel reading with me, this is my 10th anniversary year, so I've offered my first time promotional angel reading, which is my discounted hourly reading, to everyone unlimited this year to use for all of their angel reading purchases, if they're looking for the hour. And also, there's a link below the video where you can go to my website, theangelschool.com/services. My future website will be angelicwisdom.org. I've also posted my PayPal Me link, and thank you to those of you who've been supporting the channel so far through the PayPal Me link to the Angel School. I know there's no small amount, okay? Whatever you are able to give and whatever you feel you would like to give will be appreciated as a great gesture that it is, okay? So please do not put anything like that in your head about how much, that I might look at it a certain way. That's not, I put it here, it took me the longest time to do this. People have been asking me for 10 years, and I never did it because I felt weird about it. It's hard for me to receive things, and so I'm the last person to think that way. But it is not required of you at all, but it is immensely appreciated. And now let's take a look. One more thing. I've posted the general monthly reading for September. So there's a link in the description area for that as well. Probably the first one you see. So please go watch it because it's really important information. It's really good. Now the format in front of us, the card in the center is a message from the Archangel that you will be working with this month. The cards on the flanking it on both sides are a message from the guardian angel, but the card on the left is from the Major Arcana, highlighting the major themes, influences, lessons, and energies. And the card on the right is from the Minor Arcana, highlighting how you are going to be seeing the side effects of those energies in your day-to-day awareness, because you're not going to always get the big picture part, but you are seeing things happening to you like side effects, and hopefully it'll give you advice about how to work with those side effects. Okay, so give you some angel medicine. All right, let's take a deep breath together now. And I'm seeing the word poetry. And I'm seeing a gateway. There's two, it's a double gateway. So there's two options potentially. They both could really lead to the same place ultimately. But I'm not quite sure if doing something artistic, or if you in particular poetry resonates with you, whether reading it or writing it or any way, shape, or form of interacting with it, or any other kind of artistic endeavor, might be really useful for you to kind of help you to figure out. It's a way to settle your mind so that your heart can really speak through and give you the clarity you need about a decision. So be aware of this as a tool to help you, but also be aware that this month there is a major, as the gateway is turned into the letter M, a major life transition, a major life decision that will create a huge transition of new possibilities they're writing. You have the opportunity to compose your own life experience moving forward. And so this is an opportunity for you now to tap into the components of your spirituality and your creativity that will help ignite the flame of your heart and your prayers. They write all of that. Okay, so let's take a look at the archangel that we're working with. Ooh, okay. So we have Archangel Prevalent. Okay, and he is the archangel of, as you can see, the insects. So it says, be conscientious, cooperate with others for the highest good. So these creatures are our least appreciated creatures, and in that sense, they are asking you, along with Archangel Prevalent, to be especially conscientious about the decisions that you're making in your life. Be present, they're writing. Be really present. Don't let the drama don't let that drama interfere. So don't focus on the details that don't matter. Focus on the simplicity. Focus on the simplest sort of idea, no matter how small it might. But if it really matters a lot to you, that's where you focus. It's almost a sense of, everybody else is focused on this because it's popular, but you're focused on something that's not popular. Like, who thinks about the insects? We're not, we're thinking about the oceans because it's big. We're thinking about the trees and because it's big, we can see it. But we're not thinking about these sort of angels in a way, visible, physical angels who help to keep the growth of the planet and the things, the bigger picture that we're seeing. They are the essential workers, if you will. And so, yes, they have an archangel who oversees them and their cause and their purpose. Let me just take a look in the guidebook just to see if there's any thing that I might want to make you aware of. Otherwise, I'm just going to tune in and see what he's. Okay, so yeah, this is exactly what I was basically saying. So it's just like this is like the background, like the behind the scene work, behind the scenes work. And I'm not reading this, but this is just what's coming to me as I just sort of look over it. But there's something I do want to point out to you when I just saw. It's very important. A lot of us are looking for the big roles, right? And I'm not saying it's egotistical, but it can be, right? Especially when there are things that we can do in a day-to-day, in the mundane areas that really matter the most. We just realized what the essential workers meant to us in the pandemic. We never gave them any attention before, but now we realize, because we got down to what is essential. That's also that idea of simplicity that I was trying to stumbling to get out before, right? It's those little details, the ones that matter. And right now you might be finding yourself, Cancer, drawn to those details, those behind the scenes, but in a way where that you are not thinking egotistically, like, oh, it's not a big role to play, but you realize here is this area of our life that no one is giving attention, and yet it is the foundation of everything that is. And so somehow you're going to feel a calling to these specific areas because they are the foundation. So be focused on foundational practices or foundational work or projects in your life and in the life of your career, your roles in your career. Focus on those foundational aspects that are being overlooked, because if the foundation isn't repaired or rebuilt, then eventually whatever you build is going to crumble. So you can have the greatest show displays of skyscrapers as an example all you want. You could be the biggest celebrity all you want, but if there's no foundation, all of that's going to come crumbling down. And some of you are foundational builders of the new golden age. So it says, I like this phrase here, I'm reading from the book. It says, this is a card of teamwork, cooperation, and selfless service. Your guidance is to devote yourself consistently and tirelessly to a vision or project for the highest good of all. However small your role, communicate with everyone in the team and work as hard as you can towards a collective vision. Now, I saw a vision. This brings back, I saw a woman with high heels, pantsuit on. I didn't see a top, but she's a businesswoman. And I saw the word persuasion and persistent. And I feel like, I felt like at first maybe somebody was coming into your life that might be like this, that might be persuasive but persistent. But I think it's going to be about you being persuasive and persistent. You're going to step into that leadership role. Get down to business and get the work done. Your soul is here to now get down to business and get in there and get this work done for the planet. This foundational work, this essential work, these essential changes that are going to be required for the new era of peace to be put in place. If you go back and listen to the general monthly reading, you will understand where I'm coming from. So you have to go there, okay, to listen. All right. So you can call upon Archangel Radleigh to work with you, to think of those ways, because it's like the insects, they're pollinating, they're carrying things from here to here. The workers, they're the building blocks of our society. All right, so let's look at the card. Okay, so ego. We've just been talking about that. Don't let your ego limit you. Don't let that essential work put you off. Okay? Because our tendency in our ego wants us to be flashy, want to be successful in other ways. But there's a full spectrum of ways to be important, okay, and successful. And the foundation of peace is an important work. And it's an important perspective to be the one who is carrying the vision of this perspective, this new way of existing amongst each other. Again, go listen to that reading. All right? So don't let your materialism and all these other things throw you off of your planetary purpose and service. Okay, here we have the Four of Earth. So because of this card, there's another ego sort of driven idea here. And this is a card I like to call it sitting on our talents. Your gifts are money. So you might say, well, I don't have a lot of money. What does this card mean to me? But your gifts are your gold. And if you don't use them in the way, and you don't find that connection, it's because the ego is altering. It's I don't want to use the word poison, but it's making toxic your awareness of the gifts that you have and the contribution that they can make. So don't sit on it. There's no time to sit and just file your nails. You feel the sense to get involved. And it's sort of like getting involved and getting your hands dirty in the foundation of our society and the world governments to make changes. But like each one of the insects, they're only covering a very tiny little part of the world. But if everybody who is a foundation rebuilder, then if you're called to that level, then everybody wakes up and does that, then we could wake up in the morning and really truly have a world of peace. But one by one, we will get there. So think about the talents that you're sitting on, that you would have graciously, with much excitement, have gone for, but you didn't because how it would look, right? So no matter what it might be for you, whatever that part of the foundation that you're putting into place, just make sure that you're not doing something because you don't think it's fitting, quote unquote. Also, be aware or think about what gifts and talents you have, or what time and energy you have in terms of volunteering or speaking or sharing some ideas and wisdom with someone that is a foundational builder, and that you can inspire them and help guide them. So there's just so many ways for you to get involved. That's the point here. I don't know why I just saw the word magazine, but if some of you are thinking about a magazine, all right, then go for it. It can even be something that's a creative, because I saw like artists, like medieval musicians. So it could just be a symbol of. It could be something very artistic. It could be something about creating beauty in the world and inspiring people to transform their environments into something beautiful. And maybe it's eco-friendly how they do it. They use eco-friendly resources, and it seems like it's a fashion magazine, but it's about being ecologically woke, for the lack of a better word. I can't think. All right, so I send you lots of love and angel blessings, and have a beautiful month of September, Cancer. God bless you.